Give me more loving than I've ever had. Make it all better when
What's up, YouTube? It's TBT, Truth Be Told. We finally got Jonzo, the cameraman, in front of the camera. We're finally gonna do big things, and we're gonna talk about do's and don'ts of relationships.
Yeah, you know, it's the month of February. Love is in the air, so we gotta talk about relationships. Let's get it. A personal don't that I have is don't rush into a relationship, because once you start rushing into a relationship, you don't really get a chance to know the person before getting into a relationship.
Like Jonzo said, we gotta get to know the person first. Don't rush into that relationship as fast as you see that person. You wanna know that person first. You wanna know that that person actually fits the qualities that you're looking for in that person, and that that person has the same qualities that they want on another person and you.
Exactly. You can't just rush into a relationship and then expect that everything's gonna be okay when something turns up that you didn't know about the person. You have to know everything about the person 100% so that you know it's for sure the person that you want to be with.
And another thing is, guys, another do or another don't actually is that if you know that you don't want a long-lasting relationship and you're just there to just play around, don't be with anybody, because you'll hurt somebody's feelings.
Not only would you hurt yourself, but you would hurt the other person. You would hurt yourself by thinking that this is what you want, but then again, this isn't exactly what you want. So you're gonna be second guessing yourself, and you're gonna make the other person feel as if they're gonna think that there's something wrong with them. They're gonna think that there's something wrong with them due to the fact that you couldn't stay with them.
So another do would be keep communication. Communication is key in a relationship. If you don't have communication in a relationship, you will not have a relationship. It will just die down. Because the communication is what keeps you guys together. If you don't communicate, you won't know what the other person is feeling, and they won't know what you're feeling. So communication is one key and one do that you must have in this relationship.
Always tell them how you're feeling straight from the bat, because you don't want someone just leaving you running around thinking that you like them or that you don't like them. Or if you're upset, tell them that you're upset. That way you guys can find a way to fix it. That way you guys can find a way to overcome your problems and situations.
Now, a don't would be, don't let another person, either a girl, if you're a girl and have a guy, or a guy have a girl, don't let another person come into the relationship and just bash on the other person, and basically like just you're there and you don't help out your couple, you don't help out your other half, because then that seems like you just don't care about them. So that's another don't. That's a don't that you don't want to do, is do not just sit there and let it happen. Help them out. Like if you're her boyfriend, that's your girlfriend, or if it's your girlfriend and it's your boyfriend, same thing goes for each other.
Always encourage each other and always push each other to your limits. That way you guys can strive together, you guys can reach goals together, because a relationship is two. It's not one, it's two. So if you're going far, you're not going to want a girlfriend or boyfriend that's all the way down here when you're all the way up here. You have to be on the same level so you guys can rise together and become the greatest relationship.
Exactly, guys. Keep pushing together, because if you don't push together, where are you guys gonna go? You know. So if you're actually thinking of, let's say you're in that age where you're actually thinking of marriage, and you're actually thinking of all these big things that actually include big things and big commitment, then you want to know that that's the person for you. That's the one thing that you want to know, that you have the communication, but that you also are pushing each other to the success that you guys want to reach. Not only one person, but both want to reach the same success level, or at least the same success standards that you both have in each other's minds.
Find someone who has the same sort of mindset or some quality that you guys share together, where you guys can just work together. You guys can set goals for each other. You guys can make sure you guys are on track doing what you guys have to do. Your girlfriend or boyfriend isn't supposed to be a distraction. It's supposed to be a pusher. She or he is supposed to push you to your greatest of abilities.
Here's a don't. Don't be the jealous type. So don't be always checking on your on the other half's phone. Don't be like, I need to see your phone, and you demand stuff. Don't do that. If you're gonna actually get in a relationship and you get to know the person, and you do all these things we're telling you, you'll know that that person is actually the person for you and won't do all that stuff. And it's the same vice versa. The other person will know that you're not doing anything as well, because you have to show them by action that you're not doing those things as well.
trust in your partner, because trust is a big key in a relationship. Without trust, then there is no relationship. Because how are you gonna feel when you go out one day and then your boyfriend or girlfriend is thinking that you're doing who knows what? You're supposed to have that trust in the relationship so you guys can grow together and strive together and be one.
First impression, guys. First impression is a key in the relationship. Why? Because not only you have to have the first impression on your girlfriend or boyfriend, but the first impression on the girlfriend or boyfriend's parents. You have to have a first impression on them. Basically, if you're rebellious, that won't work out with you. Because if you're trying to hide the relationship, it won't work out. I'm telling you.
Good.
If you have the first impression with the parents, the dad and the mom, the two most important people, you're gonna have their back in everything that you guys do. You want to take her out on a date, they'll let you do it. You want to go out on a movie date, on a dinner date, on whatever you want to do. You want to go to her house and chill there. It's gonna have they're gonna allow it. They're just gonna allow it because you did that first impression, not that only one time, but you did it several times with them, and they're gonna be like, wow, this is a very respectful, very caring, and very lovable kid, and we want him around our family.
You need to meet the parents, because you don't want to be
Exactly, guys.
You don't want to act like you're having a relationship behind closed doors. You don't want to be running around with your girlfriend or boyfriend without their parents knowing. It will only cause problems for you and your relationship, because what if God forbid, what if the parents do find out and it's already too late? And then what? You're going to have to end up breaking up with your boyfriend. Your parents are going to hate the guy or girl even more. And it's just going to become nothing. It's going to crumble altogether.
Exactly, guys. You can't. Something that is a real big don't is in that relationship, or whatever relationship you're planning to have, is that you cannot hide things in that relationship with your girl or your boyfriend and with the parents. You cannot, because it will just crumble. Like he said, it will just crumble, fall to the ground. It won't happen, and that's when you find yourself just doing other things.
Like I said before, don't let your girlfriend or boyfriend be a distraction. You gotta focus on your schoolwork. You gotta focus on the goals that you set. You have to have that boyfriend or girlfriend to help you push you along those goals, not bring you down or make you stay off focus, or just make you fall behind in school or anything that you do. You have to maintain your focus and maintain your goals, even if you have a relationship or not. And your significant other needs to know that these are your goals and this is what you want to do, so that they can help not be a distraction.
Exactly, guys. He's right. I see this in school all the time, and look where we are. We're in school right now, and actually we're doing this after school, but during school I see it all the time. I see couples that are together and their focus is not focused on school anymore. It's focused on each other because they want to, please each other, to, love each other or whatever, but when they already got each other. But the thing is that I've learned this a very long time ago, is that if you already have the person and you know that it's going to be a serious thing, you want to let them know that you're going to have their back in the future. What are you going to give them in the future? What are you offering to them in the future? What type of future are you giving or offering to them? So you want to focus on that, on your studies and stuff.
Another don't would be to don't change yourself. Remain the same. Don't change yourself because you want to get the girl. She shouldn't make you want to change, or he shouldn't make you want to change just because you really want to be with that person. If that person really cared and liked you, they wouldn't want to see you change. They would want you to stay the same. And every day act like you're just trying to get the person. Don't act like, since I already have her, then I don't need to be doing this. I don't need to be talking to her because I know I already have her. Maintain consistency with her. Maintain the love and caringness that you have with her or him at the beginning of your relationship. Always pretend like it's the beginning of your relationship so you guys can withstand even longer. If you're gonna be seeking advice from an outside person in your relationship, make sure the advice is always credible. Don't pick up advice or information from someone who just sees your relationship from the outside. You have to make sure the person that you're getting the advice from knows where you're coming from, has been in an experience where which you are in, or knows exactly how you feel about the person and can actually see and feel like how you feel towards that person.
Alright guys, so we're the male love doctors, and this is our personal view of what relationships are and what the do's and don'ts that you're supposed to do on them. And stay tuned for the next video, the part 2, because the female love doctors will come in and tell you their point of view on how females see it.
Yeah.
Let's get it, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4.